So Gift Storm here. Gonna do some Fetchless. I wanted to do it with Fetchless. You know, I think that with the Breach in the board, you should be running Fetch lands, even in UR. So like also with this, like kind of another thing here for like 1 or 2 cards short, I'll definitely mention that differential for everyone. Like, you know, so like, hey, here's why. Unfortunately, if you want to run the Wish with like, you know, Breach, you're gonna have to run Fetch lands. Like it's literally just yeeting like, you know, percentages into the sun. Like, you know, like I know I am on this list. I'm not going to try to defend that, but I really wanted to do a list with Fetchless. And then I just have the one Underworld and board. But the main thing here is trying Strike It Rich. So I've been a fan of Fire Ice myself a lot as far as like the interactive piece. But I've seen some people have been trying to like Strike It Rich. I have a soft spot for this card, especially from Gruul. So we'll be. What's the list that says Alter Breach? Something I've been playing with. I mean, I was inspired by some stuff Spike did like a month and a half ago. Playing around with it. Maybe one of these days I'll stream it, post about it. Haven't really had any demand, but yeah. I have an Alter Breach deck. That it's mono red. That's the tease there. Yeah, maybe one of these days. But yeah, so I guess like with this list again, like really Strike It Rich is the real main difference. Everything else, it's kind of normal, like as far as like Wish builds, stuff like that. Yeah, it is Altar of Dementia. But yeah, up to 7 Goblin Electromancers. Really just minimize the amount of grape shots. So we're really just trying to combo off, be a little bit less reliant on our bears. Like also the Strike It Rich. I really want to see how Strike It Rich plays in this version. But get into the queue at least. Perspiring Mike, yeah. It's based on it like the basis of the deck idea is not me. It spikes like Dementia packed kind of combination, and I've just been tinkering around with it. Yeah, I'm really excited for Strike It Rich in this deck. Perfect. All right, keep. What are you doing, opponent? Okay. Just burn. I hate everything in this world. Ugh. I hate this matchup. Like, when playing Gruul, we have more of a shot. Oh, okay. Well, at least our mana base is painless. Bottom both, go ahead. 5 p.m. CST, sorry. So, about an hour and a half, so perfect. What do I do here? I'll discard out of water. Like, so my thought process was like, could I make use of that? And I don't think we have time, given if we draw optimally to like maybe get that in there. I don't think we can beat an Eidolon. So with the Adawara there, that's why I discarded it. This way I can also cast turn 2 Baral if I want to, since I have the second. So like that's one thing I was getting at with that as well. They missed a land drop. That is extremely huge. Well, we're definitely casting Baral now. And only 7 cards. So last turn, if I had to discard, would have just discarded the third Baral. So then they maybe think that it matters. Ooh. So as devastating as it felt to turn into burn, we're getting extremely lucky. They don't have a second land. All right. Serum Vision's on top. Okay. Go to blocks. I mean, block. Like, I block there. It's like, if they want to use a burn spell on this, it's not going to be a Searing Blaze to get value, so might as well. We're going to draw Serum Visions. So since I have a Morphos here, I want to lead on Serum. We're just going to be trying right now to find rituals. All right, that's a Strike It Rich, which is really just pure Storm Count. So let's see. And also another thing here is Strike It Rich does synergize quite well with getting you extra Storm Count and cards in Graveyard for Breach too. So another thing there. All right. If we can defeat Burn here, Granted, we're getting lucky. It'll be insane. I'm just trying to do math on what I would want to do. So if Wish has to be an emergency breach. So I'm going to have 3 in graveyard that way. This is 4, 5. No, I want to bottom both. The extra card's not going to be worth it. So since the extra card's not worth it, I want to Morphos here. Add blue-red. See what I draw. Since these add mana, I'm not using up any, so I'm only getting more. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. All right, so consider. Do not need the 4th Baral. All right. We're close to hitting our fail case. And my fail case throughout all of this was 3 mana Wish plus Grapeshot, mow the lawn. All right, don't tap green. Not playing Gruul. Wish. Could have also done with 4 to grab Galvanic Relay, but we are at 10, so target there. Same target. 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 Not attacking. Your turn, opponent. We have yet to see a ritual. And we're still doing okay. Bolt, you got it. So not going to pay live. So here's my reasoning for this turn. So this might seem really weird. We didn't have enough to go for any gifts line. Gifts require 6 mana. Because like at no point were we able to really do stuff. And I wasn't really going to risk much since like we're kind of actually ahead. So right now I'm trying to think of like how do I beat them through an Eidolon this turn? Like if they play a land and play Eidolon. So this, I was expecting them to bolt this. The reason that I could play that tapped last turn since I have the 3rd Baral is I didn't want to cast gifts on their end step. If they cast Eidolon, I think that's a little worse because then I have to shock for the 4th land. So I'm trying to avoid taking any damage from my mana base. And I still maintained the ability to consider. Also gifts here then next turn. If they went tapped up for Eidolon, left my Baral on board, I tap 3 for this. This doesn't hurt me. Then I have 2 mana to, create some weird solutions to maybe remove the Eidolon, then go off. All right. Ritual? Never. So we're still at 10. So what I'm going to do is play a tapped Steam Fence again and say go. On 2 mana, they cannot deal 10 damage. Suspend Rift Bolt. So yeah, kind of the key to remember with Gifts Ungiven is if you're able to get up to 6 mana with a reducer in play, you can create Deterministic. So that's kind of the nice easy mode version. If they're F6, all that good stuff. So here, just going to go through, Rit, Morphos, Piff, which is standard issue. Yeah, Rit Morphos Piff is the quote unquote standard gifts pile. So this is the you're gonna like when you're in the pure combo mode, like not having to worry about stuff. This is like the set up your workbench gifts ungiven. So basically, kind of a way to think about it that I like to is we pull out. This is like us like going out to our to do some handiwork and build some stuff in the house. So if you're gonna do some home repairs and you like have your nice like workbench, get it all set up with gifts ungiven, then we can build some stuff. What's Piff? Past in Flames. So here, play this. So we have successfully navigated taking 0 damage from our mana base, which is sweet. Now I don't need this second thingy, or gifts ungiven. What do I mean by thingy? Let me have my graveyard, please. Yeah, now they're dead through the graveyard itself. Rit, Morphos. I don't really have to do much. We get to have fun with all the clickies. All right, Electabuzz. I just wanted to cast that. And it makes stuff cheaper. Then Morphos. Blue red. Blue red. Well, I'll just cancel then, I guess. So we're at storm 9, so yeah, gifts. This way. Bottom. Right now I'm just like getting the storm count up, maintaining enough red mana throughout. To be able to cast, like, you have to have one for wish, without hit, say we never hit another ritual. So for wish, grape shot, wish, if it's like low enough storm count, or the one in the yard, yada yada, boop, cool, boop, boop. Oh, they're 12. Never mind, they're dead. I had them at 20 in my head, so that's also another thing you'll probably see me do a lot. Is when I hit autopilot mode like that, I just assume there's, they've done no damage to themselves, just go through the motions. Yeah, grave. Yeah. Again, there, like, if you'll see me, like, I'll usually be quoting lots of extra superfluous lines. And the reason that I do that is a big thing with, like, watching, if you're trying to learn the deck, like with this, like, I'm trying to help convey a lot of things, is what about the electromancers? So you can see, like, all the stuff. Like, like, it's more like, how can I show you all of the information that's presented here in one match? So it's like, kind of trying to give you multiple matches worth of information on different lines and stuff in like one small thing. I hope that is helpful. So yeah, so if it seems like weird that I'm doing like weird superfluous stuff a lot, like that's why. Ooh, I have 2 of these. I'm gonna board in 2 flusters over the 2 remans since I'm on the draw. Yeah, living in the 4 brawls. So fluster, because it hits like, most everything, can kill basically it's just gain 3 life. I don't think Reman's really gonna help. Like, on the play, Reman's a little better, so we'll revisit stuff. I'll keep this. So yeah, so now see what we can do. Alright. Alright, you have a Swifty here. Alright, I guess I have to shock myself, which not the most fun, but is what it is. Alright, visions. Just want to get this out of the way. I kind of need to get stuff set up first. Also, I want to save this bolt for Eidolon on 2. Alright, those are both very good. I actually want both of those. Since I think my next 2 turns are kind of scripted with bolts and stuff, I can theoretically... Oh, you just have Swiss Spears. No, okay, no Eidolon? Good stuff. I can kill both of these and not die. I kept the Fluster underneath was because I think that if I answer the Eidolon, kind of keep going long, maybe use this Wish in a weird way, my long-term game strat is to just stay alive. Like, so my Flusterstorm there is a gain 3 life card slash time walk, so that's my thought process. All of my stuff right now is the yeah, a lot of it's on the assume I'm just dead soon. So I'm killing both of these. I do have the ability to answer an Eidolon in my hand, so I'm not going to give that up yet. They can do that. Next turn I draw the Flusterstorm, so if they don't have a creature here, they can just pass. Then I can counter a 2-mana spell if I need to. Alright, that's fine. Like, I didn't think they were killing me that turn, so I wasn't like, oh, I need to counter spell that turn in particular, but not the end of the world. If they're not going to do anything, I'll just go to my turn. Play my land. I go. I'm going to counter that. This way I stay at 8. I don't think I die next turn. This card can't counter Eidolon anyway, so I'm not worried on that front. So what are we looking for here, ideally? Just some form of payoff, something. A a bear is also very fine because then it's a lightning rod. And what I mean by when I use like lightning rod terminology is basically I want their burn effects to target my creatures, and I can respond with rituals because they're that. So if you have like multiple, so like for instance, if you have two red available after you've cast your bear, even if you think it's going to die, you can cast one writ. Then they're forced to respond, then you can cast another. You know, if you have a bunch, like, and also that burn's not going to your face. You're virtually gaining life. Maybe you're able to net back what you spent on the bear there as well. Those are all the things that I like to keep track of. So they suspended Rift Bolt. They have one card. If I draw a bear off the top, I don't know if I want to cast it. So I'm actually going to sacrifice this to draw a card. Unfortunate that we drew that, but you know, if we drew that next turn, it's still the same. So do not have a problem with that. All right, they're playing around Fluster. Sure. I accept. All right, if we can top deck what's the top deck here? The top deck spell is Morphos into Ritual, I think. That's a strike it, Rich. Can I do anything this turn? Negative. All right. Strike it, Rich. Fire Bluff. Please don't kill me. All right. If they brick this turn, we live. Oh, gifts? Yeah, I mean, the deck's hard because, you know, we're definitely battling a slightly lower power level. Do they whiff? Or am I dead? I'm dead, I'm dead. I accepted. Can I kill you? Why did you do that? I guess, like, Fluster. Yeah, makes sense. So let's see. Let me go through what would have happened if we would have lived. We would have drawn. It's a blank. We have 5 mana here, so what I would have done, and 6 cards in our graveyard. So also note, we'd probably have 1 fetch in there, 1 or 2, so probably would have been good enough for 1 more additional flashback. So another thing to, you know, I did want to highlight that, you know, because I would be on a Underworld Breach line here. I would go Writ, wish for Underworld Breach, cast it, and then have 2 mana floating because this goes up to 7, -3, -2. And then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in graveyard, 9 cards. So if we have 9 cards in graveyard, what I'd be able to do would be, so their 19 Storm would be 1, 2, 3 for Wish, 4 for Underworld Breach. Then I would go 5, 6 for the 2 rituals, and then I could 7, 8 them. I'd be for 15. So yeah, I would need a bit more in my graveyard. So yeah, important thing to remember there. But yeah, not bad. Almost got there. Alrighty. So we're on the play for game 2 here. So one, I kind of want a few more of these. So what if I do this? It didn't seem to have much for my graveyard. Now I'll go 1 Fluster, 2 Remand on the play, going down to 3 Brawl. Seems reasonable. My reasoning there is like the 1 Fluster over the 4th Brawl is kind of the thing. And since we're on the play, on turn 2, we can have it up to stop an Eidolon. My reasoning there. This hand's great. Keep. Okay. And on top, go. Goblin guide me. Oh, Rift Bolt. Okay. So I put the land on top, of course, because, you know, LOL, we need it. I want to see what they do on this turn. I'm assuming they're going to go Eidolon, would be my assumption. Kind of terrifying. Or we ooh, no second land? I don't mind. Oh. Oh, they're just not gonna do anything? I could have cycled Morphos on their instep, but the fact that I could use it with a Baral is kind of nice. Land, please. Like, that was also a reason to cycle Morphos, is hitting the third land, because then I can Ritual Gifts. Which is pretty nice. Okay. Land 3, please. Okay. Not gonna pay 3 life. Or 2 life, sorry. Not a dual face land. Accept. Alright, deck. Give me an untapped land. Untapped land, please. Please and thank you. They're debating. I mean, maybe they're debating to, like, cast Boros Charm or something on me. Very reasonable. I'm just wondering. I mean, they have a stop here unit for the other turn, so maybe they got, who knows. I'm just trying to go through in my head what all, like, I might be able to glean from info. Ooh, hello. All right, lightning rod time. So I believe this is the turn to go off. So they have 4 cards in hand. I'm at 11. They've shown that they don't have creatures. Therefore, the likelihood that their hand contains a lot of enough burn to kill me over 2 turns is likely. All right. So this is also like, yeah, like what I mean by these lightning rods. So I will cast Manamorphose. Going the second Morphos was real big. Okay. What you gonna do, opponent? Searing Blaze? I have responses. So yeah. Grit. Morphos. Blue. Oh, hello. Do I need to do that? So let's see, if I... That's 6 mana. If I Gifts Ungiven here, grab Rit, Morphos, Remand, then they give me Ritual Remand, or... Oh, no, I know what I can grab. What if I grab Ritual, Morphos, Baral? So, if that's the case, or if I float a blue, grabbing Rit, Morphos, Baral, can't do much. I'm just trying to think what I can do here in response, seeing what all I have in the sideboard. If I had a second Grape Shot in my main deck, this would be a lot easier. They'd be dead. Because with this case, I can, like, I think I'm just, like, straight dead next turn. Like, they deal me 8. Well, all right. Target you, grab, getting Ritual, Morphos. Oh, I can grab untapped land as well. I totally blanked on that. I haven't made land drop. That's a big one, because if I grab land drop, Morphos, Rit, then if they give me Morphos land drop, I go to 2/5 mana. Or if I grab, yeah. Or if I grab a Morphos, or what would be the other card I could grab here? Not Remand. Oh, Naxora. Oh, thanks so much for those 4 months. Really appreciate that. And welcome back to the Cat Troopers. Welcome. We're going to keep storming. If I don't grab that, what would be the other better card to get? This is Storm 7, 8. So yeah, if I just had a Grape Shot, because then they just die. All right. Or what if I grab Baral here? Or if I grab Baral, they want to give me. They might want to get. They don't. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna see what they do. I got Baral there because Baral also gives us the like if we run a runner insanity. It depending on the I don't know. I also think that like if we draw an untapped source, like I was trying to do the math also in my head, like oh we're getting 2 redraws. Do I need that to then be the get lucky part? Like I'm trying to be like figure out where I need to position my get a bit lucky portions. All right, this one still gets the bonus. Blue red. Okay, consider. All right, that's a strike it rich. All right, that's dead. Blue red. Ritual, please. Morphos into ritual. Or an untapped source like that. That all feels awful. So yeah, I think I'm dead this game because I just couldn't do anything there. All right, your turn. See if they try to kill me. We might have a backdoor out here because I have Flusterstorm. This one of Flusterstorm might just be the ticket. Also why I struck it rich there, so I'd have like something. Oh, they just had the literal perfects. Yeah, now we're just dead. Cool. Yeah. Well, I tried. And also, like, I think maybe I just played very badly with that. I mean, I'm going to counter that. Like, now Flusterstorm's not going to be guaranteed counters. They have 4 mana. All right, draw an untapped land, please. All right, I guess I got a 4, which really sucks. Flashback, strike it rich. Go ahead. Don't kill me. Why can't we fluster? Yeah, yeah, they would just pay for it. Yeah, it's not a okay deck. We need good cards. Like maybe I should have just not played the Baral. So if I would have just not gone for it, I think I would have been okay. But I didn't anticipate them having multiple Searing Blazes. Was like that was like the only kind of out. Like every other most like all combinations that don't involve like a bunch of Searing Blazes were the like all the ways that I was just dead anyway. So yeah, not gonna pay life there. I just have to hope they keep whiffing. Please whiff. I mean, if I'm dead, I'm dead. I'm going to sack this to draw a card because I'm never tapping it for mana. No, I should not gifts here, right? Because if I... And they're also holding back the Scalding Tarn, so one of their cards is another Searing Blaze. If I draw an untapped source that's not painful... Yeah, I'm just going to say go again, right? Yeah, that was fine. Untap Painless Land? Or Writ? Writ would be perfect. Yeah, we need 1 more mana off the Spells Off Breach. Again, there I didn't... That's why I didn't do the Fiery Islet. Because, like, me going to 3 means that, like, they have a lot more live draws to kill me. Okay, maybe they don't have the... Okay. They don't have Searing Blaze. Please don't kill me. Okay. All right, I will grab Ritual, Cast in Flames, Desperate, Pyretic, Island, Desperate, Pyretic, Past in Flames Island. I have no more Morphoses. Done. Don't we have enough mana? Well, it costs 3 mana to wish, 2 mana to breach, and 2 mana to cast a ritual. 3 plus 2 plus 2. Yeah, it needs 7. Like again, there. Yeah, like memorize it. Okay, so we're on 5 minutes. I'll play this fast. If now we need 6 though. Past in Flames is the 6 mana card because you cast 4 plus 2, not the other. I mean, are we dead? Okay, now our Flusterstorm has flashback, so we're safe. So, not a bad way to start off our league, right? We got very lucky versus Burn, but so be it. I'm not putting Baral into play. Blue. They're at 19. Cool. Yeah, Storm 11. That's sweet. Storm is 12. Bolt you. Serum. Yeah, I'm just going through casting spells right now just to get everything up to speed. And we are insulated because of whatchamacallit. So yeah, Strike and Rich here not doing bad either. Kinda cool. 16. Dead you? I also still have, yeah, Flusterstorm up. Yeah, we had flashback. Yeah, like there was 1,000 ways for this to work. Yeah, we also even had Wish for a second one. All the stuff. All the clickies. Come on, clickies. Click. All right, we're 1-0. All right, I'll keep this. You do your thing, opponent. Second grape shot, yeah. I mean, like I've been on up to 3. Like it's not a bad card to have multiple. I just have less here, so I could make room for other cards. Yeah, like the number of grape shots in the main can vary from 1 to 3. All are very defensible. So like that's like another thing too. Is like it is like there's no like correct answer with a lot of the stuff, which is also great. Like I'm not claiming to be like, hey, this is this end all be all like list or I'd like put all my Storm reputation behind it right away. Like no, it's just trying to figure it out. It's pretty sweet. Explosive iteration to expensive. It's slow. Is more the problem. It's a source like it's a sorcery that can't be discounted. Like the fact that it also doesn't like if you're trying like it's like honestly like I would say like expressive would be like awesome if we could always just cast it on turn 2, but or barely that stuff. But like when like it's a great setup card for us, but it's like we can't combo with it. Like on a go off turn, like it's not really going to work very well. Unfortunately, like card is amazing. It's just not set up well for us to be able to kind of abuse it better than a lot of the stuff we have. Unfortunately. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty cool that like we're actually somehow winning with this list. And we've only played 1 match so far. If we can 5-0, that'd be the hotness. Like one thing I'm definitely convinced about is that in our Gift Storm builds, I really think that Wish should be at minimum a 3 of is kind of where I've really also landed with the card is that it's Wish does a lot of work for us since we're able to use bears more. So that's like kind of an interesting thing. Like we can rely a lot more on that. Like kind of just trying to think like what stuff like have I tried in Gruul builds that I'm able to like translate into here? Maybe not like without like really trying to be Gruul, but stuff like that. Oh, what are we going to be doing turn 3? I mean, casting Wish? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to cast it on turn 3 without, like, going off, but it's a really nice payoff because it's so versatile. It's kind of what I've noticed. Like, the ability to be Galvanic Relay, a Past in Flames Breach, some form of go into the graveyard or win con or empty has been just like really good in this type of deck, even more so than the Gruul build, since you're not really as linear. I wonder what our opponent's doing. Are they just Murktiding? But of course, we have a minute or two downtime here. Definitely always down to answer any questions, stuff like that. Okay. And it's gonna go Spire Bluff Canal, Darren Vision. Huh. I like these. I'm gonna keep both. Go ahead. Neo Dragon? Yeah, you mean there's Gruul Rot Priest. Actually, like on my YouTube, I went through a few leagues with the deck as well. The Gruul Storm with Rot Priest, Ground Rift in it. So yeah, like on my YouTube, I have a few leagues with that. It's pretty fun. I personally prefer the like a bit more focused on just Storm, so it's not trying to do too many things. Builds, but yeah, no, there's definitely there is a deck there. It's been played with a lot. Pretty sweet. All right, Serum Visions. I'm gonna bottom this top ritual. Yes, I would like to pay 2 life. Jagged Ridge. So casting that here over Serum Visions, I have a good card on top. I would like to draw. Oh, okay. What are you doing, opponent? Are we domaining me? Oh, okay. You're stuck on 2 lands. That is unfortunate. Also, this sets me up to gifts here, even if I don't want to use a writ. I'm just gonna Serum here, since they missed a land drop. If they didn't miss a land drop, I would not Serum. Oh wow. I'm gonna top both. Serum. Rearrange that. No. So I put the land on over the Piff, and so I can play the land next turn untapped. Gifts on their end step if I need to. If they tap out. Like, what are they playing? Oh, this is that deck. Okay. That's good to know. Your turn, opponent. Cast gifts. Okay. So if they forced it, that was also like if they forced or countered this, then I was able to gift stuff. Or do past draw Past in Flames, try to go forward that way next turn. Pyretic. Or let's see. So I actually have a lot of rituals. So I can grab Past in Flames, Electromancer, Brawl. Do I have a Desperate ritual? I do. Do I want Desperate? No. Wish. So I grab Past in Flames, Wish, both bears. Or do I grab a bear? Oh, no, I don't do that. Get rid of Electromancer. Give me Remand. This is a very non-standard pile. Yeah, we're facing the Glimpse of Tomorrow deck. I just top 8'd too, I believe, right? Past weekend. Crushed it. That deck is real fun. Like, this is, like, I personally prefer the Omnath builds, just, like, going through my deck, like, 40 times, just because, I don't know, I enjoy it. But, like, yeah, the 8 Omniscience build is the thing. Ooh, okay. So they gave me Wish this. This gives me a Piff in the yard. The remand here is pretty big for their glimpse. Ritual? Morphos? Blue red. Ritual? Ritual Splice? Okay. Could have made a bit more mana that way, but I didn't want to like hyper commit. I don't know what all they have. Do I maintain this? What can I do here? How much mana do I have? I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 minus 3 is 10. This one? I know you have a force in there somewhere. That one? Force of negation, exiling Ardent Plea. Okay. This one? Breach for the win? Yeah, we could do that. Possible. Force of negation. Wow. Okay. Was not expecting them to have two. Like, I could have remanded my own spell, but I'm just gonna strike it rich. Like, really sucks here that they had double force, but I'm going to stop their glimpse. Yeah, cast your Violent Outburst. Okay. Thank you, deck. Do it again, I'm assuming. Swift. Yeah, Wish was a really good top deck. Mm-hmm. Oh, so now they just get perfects? Alright, let's see what they reveal. God, this feels awful. So everything below glimpse. Okay, they did not hit force. And they have played land. They can do it again if they want. Which would really suck. Gosh, feels bad. So yeah, like, you know, unfortunate. We could not beat the double force negation draw out of the 0 card selection opponent. Unfortunate. Atraxa too good? Yeah, I mean, it's really just force of negation's a good card, right? That's how the matchup goes. Like, if opponent draws double force of negation and you've never seen a bear. Also, during that whole sequence, if we would have drawn a bear, that would have been fine. Oh, okay, they're doing the dumb thing. Unless they have a third force of negation somehow, because they don't have one, I don't believe, unless they drew one for turn. Or are they setting up for next turn? Because I thought they were going to try to rebuy again. All right, can we draw a ritual or untap source, please? That's so tilting. Well, all right, say go. Yeah, we needed something good. Yeah, this just feels bad. It's yeah. Oh well. So much for hopes. Please whiff. Or just hit like all bad cards that don't do anything. Or they'll just hit everything. All right. If they don't have another way into their deck, we're good. Well, this way they've cast 2 glimpses and they have one in their hand, so that's good for me. Or are you running 4? Nope. All right, suspended. Noted. We have a chance. Wish. Blue, red. Underworld Breach, I guess. Yeah, Underworld Breach. Red. Red. Cast Ritual. Exile. 3 visions. I have 11 cards. If I cast Morphos, or if I cast Ritual... Alright, well, I need to Morphos here. Hopefully hit... Get rid of Remand. Done. Blue-red. Can I hit a bear? Never. So yeah, we can play this. So yeah, as you can also tell, if we would have, like, say 3 more cards in our graveyard from fetches at this point, that would be huge. So, important thing I wanted to illustrate there. We're probably dead, though. Cool. Alright. So I guess if I would have, yeah. Ugh. I feel so bad to lose that game. Oh well. Oh well, just literally never beating those cards. Save gifts. They're gonna have ley lines. I'm gonna shave 2 gifts, actually. 1 Electromancer. That's fine. I could shave 3 gifts. I'm not sure if they're on 4 ley lines or not, though. If they board in the 4 ley lines and we win this game, I think I might go to like 1 there. Then just keeping Electromancer. Ooh, interesting. I like this draw. I can take this. All right, you have ley line as expected. So, you know, as we can see, so max punished for keeping in gifts. Like, we have the wish engine. That's why I also don't feel bad about, like, boarding down a bit on payoffs. We still have Otawara in our deck as well. Kind of a key thing to remember. Cast Electabuzz, go. So now we're on the hunt for next turn, if we can payoffs. Like, they also have Mystical Disputes in their deck now, too. Important. Turn 2. Alright. Are we Wave Siftering? Setting up a turn 3? No, Exile Glimpse. Okay. Wish. Or actually, what I really, really want is Remand, I think. Oh, okay. They're tapped out. Okay, blue-red. That was good. Red-red. Okay. 2 + 4 is 6. I have access to 6. I am actually gonna sack this Fiery Islet. See what happens. Alright, well, we drew 3 lands in a row. Or 2 lands in a row. That hurts really bad. Now that we only have 4 mana, I can't really do much. Sideboard. Yeah, and again here, just dying because I didn't board out the third gifts, I guess. So 3 mana here sucks because I can't Blood Moon. So just gonna yeah, we'll just relay for 4. Please don't have it. Yeah, so I guess sacking that didn't help, but like the land draw card. But I was really hoping to hit. All right, please don't do it. Don't do the thing, please. Sweet. We have all this stuff. And we exiled 4 gasoline cards. The world is our oyster. Rit. Piff. Rit. Rit. Alright. Not casting Morphos yet, because I want to cast Serum first. Maximize my scry value. Also, an interesting part about Strike It Rich, which is sweet, is it converts red to blue mana, which is a lot of times our bottleneck. So that hasn't come up for much yet, with us, but like, getting a bunch extra there. But important thing, now we're on the hunt for Otawara. Thank you, deck. I have 9 mana. 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 minus 3, 2. All right. Let me see my sideboard. Hold up. So I have... Oh, I have an Empty the Warrens on the board that I can use to do something, maybe? Unclear. Alright, we're in. Morphos. Ritual. Grape Shot. So they have to give me 2 of them. We win. Are they dead? So if I get Morphos, Rit, Grape Shot. So the fail case is they give me Morphos Grape Shot. So if I get Morphos Grape Shot, then Storm Count 10 with Morphos, Storm Count 11 with Strike It Rich, Storm Count 12 with Strike It Rich from hand. Storm Count 13 cast Wish from graveyard using the 2 mana, and then Storm Count 14 use the untapped land to cast Grape Shot. We had them for Xaxes. If they gave us worst case scenario. So, get it out, get it in. As we see here, the Wish is just great. I like this hand a lot. Keep. Oh yeah, I can attack with Electromancer. Good point. I forget about that. That would have been the most. That's always the most satisfying feel with this deck is when you go Grape Shot you for right close to lethal, enter combat, kill you with Baral for the single point. Those are the super sweet ones. Their Visions. Well, both of those aren't land, so I unfortunately have to bottom both. Go ahead. Fire Bluff Canal. Serum. I'm going to bottom this, top this. Since I have the 3rd land available, I'm also insulated versus them trying to cascade this turn. Like, we're just in turtle territory right now. All right. Accept. No, thank you. We got them all flustered. Draw that. Cool. So I will play Lava Glide Pathway. Casperal. Your turn, opponent. So, since I have the Flusterstorm, if I didn't have Fluster, this would be a little bit different of a kind of deal. They were tapped out, so like either way, I think I'm playing a bear, but like that's why I feel like extra kind of secure. Since now if I untap, also like when you counter stuff with Baral, fun stuff happens. If it ends up that they don't have anything else really going on in our fluster, like on our combo turn, we get to do stuff. We might get to see the elusive super loot with Baral. That if you get a high storm count, you can do some crazy stuff with your fluster storms. to like counter like themselves, like stuff like that, so you can keep getting looting effects. Hopefully win game 3. Yeah, we won game 2, interestingly. All right. Yep, they tapped all 4. And the reason, again, they tapped there, since they're, you know, if it works, you want the mana floating. Okay. Storm is 2. And they have 1 blue available. Flusterstorm. Target. Got him. All right, I guess they conceded quickly. So also important here, even though we didn't get to it. So what I was going to do, they have 1 blue floating. It's also on their turn. Therefore, Force of Negation's not active, and they don't have Flusterstorm in their deck because they're the Cascade deck. So at this exact juncture, what I would do is once these 2 Flusters go in the stack, I'm going to have one of the copies will be targeting Glimpse, and another will be targeting Violent Outburst. The reason that I want to target Violent Outburst with one of them is to counter 2 spells, so I get an extra Baral loot. So for instance, we would get to see these 2 cards, loot through, then draw for our turn. The Morphos, we can use that then, since we'll have 4 lines that, so then go into our graveyard. So what do we draw with it? Like that, and then we consider, like, maybe we go off. If not, we have Remand here. We are 2-0. That sucks. This is much better. Goodbye, Shivan Reef. Saruman 1 over Strike It Rich. I'm not sure how correct that is, but... Oh, wow. We would have just killed them on 2? That's funny. Top, bottom. Go ahead. Oh, Jess? Star Wars and cats? Oh, yeah. Love cats. Star Wars is also awesome. Is this the Yawgmoths? Unsure. I'm assuming it's black-green infect. Because, like, Overgrown Tomb says to me it's not Ground Rift combo. Do your thing. Oh, the Cat Troopers? Well, the Cat Troopers came from, like, you know, we're stormtroopers. That's kind of like the meme is like, you know, if you're a storm person, like, that's kind of been what, like, a lot of us call it, like, you know, stormtrooping. Like, the stormtroopers. Kind of that meme, which is awesome. So, like, the Cat Troopers, of course, like, we all love the kitties. Here's the kitty zone. Woo! Dead you. You are dead. This one? All right. Now the question is, do I get wrecked? Oh, I do want Heretic Ritual. I want the Past in Flames right above it. All right. Rip, Morphos, Piff. Very much, but you can admire from a distance. Oh, the Star Wars characters? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, has a lot of interplay. Please don't have it. So the reason I did it in this ordering is, in case they somehow had a way to interfere with my graveyard, I still maintained a Desperate Ritual. So if I'm able to live through next turn, yeah, like, that was the reasoning there, was if they had Endurance, that's the only card it could be, really. So that was my reasoning. Now they're F6, so... for not doing the Desperate, since I had maintained, like, it's the, if they're F6'd anyway, I didn't cost myself anything. So those are, like, other things, too, when, like, kind of going off with your combo. Kind of always remember. I guess top. What's that? Blue-red. Cool. Writ. Gifts. Now I just have, like, a kill in my hand, so I'm just gonna get this. Morphos. Desperate. Remand. Done. Alrighty. So reason I got the remand there was, you know, I don't know. Right now my head is just like, what are just like the ways to just super get God is kind of where I'm at. Or cancel. So well, there's still F6, so I'll just flashback this. Crit. This. Crit 17. Kill you. I can remand it. I can go find another kill spell. Like, you know, again here, I'm just, at all points, just making sure I don't, like, take myself off of, like, random stuff. You're dead. Oh, Jess, well, good luck in Modern. Thanks for hanging around. Appreciate it. All right. Discard. I'm going to be facing down Graveyard Hate of some kind. Remand is pretty bad. Because, like, it's not really effective to remand their spells. Kind of want Flosters. I'm going to shave down on this. Shave. Do I want to shave? Maybe only 2 Fluster Storm. More than 2 Flusters. 3 Bolt. Kind of want 3. But I think that we need like a turn 2 Bear or we're just dead. Yeah. I'll go with this. Like we're kind of in the super racing goal here. And also like Fluster, I don't really ever want to draw 2 of that. Like you're kind of just like, cool, as long as I can counter like the lethal burn spell, try to time walk type deal. Here's my... Alright. Julio. Perfect. Also, the amazing thing is my commitment right after 5 just had to reschedule. So we're going to get to finish this league today. Mulligan. Huh. Piff. The reason I put back Piff, even though that's like a payoff, is 2 Fluster. Our hand sucks. I'm assuming Graveyard's under attack, and I kept Wish as our payoff, so max versatility. They can Thoughtseize us, like that it's weak against. Sure. Okay, go ahead. This card can be a problem. Alright, well, that card really, it's not much of a turn 2 type dealio for us against them. I'm not too worried. F8, go ahead. Your turn, opponent. Alright, Plague Stinger, that's fine. I'll take 1. So, God. Bluffing Remand, but I have 2 Flusters. I think the likelihood of them killing me this turn is extremely high, because they get the extra bonus from Venerated Rot Priest. That's fine. Ready to get God, opponent? No cards for you. JS. I have commitments that are also not for my living as well that I keep with other people. Doesn't necessarily have to be job related. But I have stuff I do every Monday right after 5. All right. So here I have a couple options. So what I'm going to do is Manamorphose, make a blue and a red. This way I can draw any land in my deck, and I'm also then able to wish, kill both my opponent's creatures. Right? No, I'm not actually. Or blue-red. No, I need a bolt. I'm at 7 poison? Oh, geez. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess I should have Desperate Ritual. So I need to Desperate Ritual here. Morphos. Yeah, it's just kind of, that's a very invasive question. Well, we're just dead, right? Yeah, I played this very badly. I guess I should just, like, I forgot that I was at 7 poison. So yeah, it's just cool. Yeah, if they have any targeting, game over. All right, cool. Yeah, nothing we did mattered. Like we found no interaction. I like should have started out with the ritual into Morphos there since I was at 7, so like I was dead to everything. So then I maximized the have to run a runner. Like with that, like I was playing there as if I could bolt and stuff, but I also could not do any grape shot line to mow the lawn. Unfortunately, still like it. We had the double Flusterstorm, which was nice. Still not really winning reman's post board. 2 mana there. As we saw there, like remand would have just been pure downside because returning the spell to their hand if they get to recast to target and if they have a Rot Priest, it's not great. Yeah. What can we do here? Of course, we'll just not draw land. This hand's much better. Keep bottom ritual. So bottomed ritual there, since I'm gonna turn to Electromancer. Also, like, even though we'll need rituals going off, like if we have Electromancer out, the Morphoses will be a little bit more valuable. Kind of an important part of that. What are we playing, opponent? Oh, Relic? Okay, I can beat that card. So yeah, Graveyard Hate is in. That was important. I'm gonna graveyard that. We still need payoffs. I'll gladly exile the land. Interesting. No, I don't want to call this. Not Baral, unfortunately. Electabuzz, go. Oh, I guess I should hit the as well. Cool. Got that. Okay, just do your thing, opponent. Or they just have a fatal push. All right, cool. Like, we're kind of screwed now. Since they drew one of their removal spells. Probably dead. We don't draw another bear. I mean, not going to exile the... Alright, they're holding up Veil. That's fine. I'm going to consider. Go ahead. And also, again, they want to fetch there so they can always have their relic up. So, pretty important. Alright, play Crusader. Glistener Elf? Okay. Alright, can we please draw something good? Like again here, like as you've seen, we've literally not been able to draw an interactive element in 2 games for creatures. Something good, please. Wow. So yeah, we've unfortunately here just drawn all the cards that. So we tried to play and make ourselves as versatile as possible in Graveyard Hate, and unfortunately, all the draws that we have had have played directly into getting hosed by Graveyard Hate. And still, we cannot find anything that resembles an answer to their creature. Wow. Unfortunate. So yeah. Oh well. Like this is how you lose to infect. Like we hit the fail rate of our deck, which is do literal nothing. Yep. All right. Cool. Like we just did not play Magic. Like as you can see here again, like like tried to minimize and like always like as you'll notice like in a lot of match like the only way we kind of end up on graveyard is if our deck kind of pushes us with that where we just draw like the graveyard part with stuff. Like you want to minimize that like variance there. Sideboarded to minimize. The deck decided to only shove what was left in the deck. So keep. Okay. So we're playing against Affinity. Down with that. I think I bottom both of these. There you go. Mm-hmm. Sure. Cast your thought monitor? No, okay. Oh wow. So again there, bottomed both since we have all the stuff we need. That's why I didn't want the Serum Visions. Like we have they're not a removal heavy deck, so we're going slow. Like we have 2 rituals, we have a gifts, we have a remand. I just need to not die this turn, I think. The important part. Sure, Frogmite. Back for 1. Accept. Alright, that was awesome. So we drew the graveyard stuff last match, but now we are cooking with the gasoline. Alright, Rit. Rit. Morphos. Grape Shot. So here, kind of the big stuff is I get to mow the lawn. I have my win con. I already have the Piff in hand. That's why I didn't grab it there. And I have this 3-man to protect. Good stuff. This one? You have the Metallic Rebuke. You do not. Okay. Also here I maintained a red floating, so I'd have 2, just in case for post-piff, everything resolves. Cool. We're just trying to get up to 21 Storm, so I don't have to do double clickies. Guess this. Guess this. This one. I'm not going to show them Wish. Am I sure I know how to do this? Oh, I don't know. I am very dumb. 17. This one. Go grab some rituals. Morphos. Do they concede? Cool. Got him. How do we beat something like Endurance or Relic? You sidestep the graveyard, or set up a situation where you're able to rebuild while Pip is still on the stack. I know that might not be the most descriptive, but like that was something that was a massive part of the skill set for beating like kind of one shot graveyard hate like back in the day, like 2018 style. So like if you see a lot of like content and stuff from like even like older gift storms, like you'll be able to find a lot from that. Like I know I've done that a few times even in future matches where it's like Piff's on the stack, they blow the graveyard hate because you force them like you give them a forced situation to where they have to do that. So yeah. All right. So we're up against the affinity stuff. I guess bolts are good. But they're gonna have a lot of don't like remand. Can probably shave a gifts and a piff. So they're gonna have more graveyard hate, like few relics. Like they probably had one main deck piece. I'm at 56. Here. So yeah, what if I bring in 2 bolts, 2 flusters? Like basically just to counter their removal. Like remand's nice, but like again with like metallic rebukes and stuff, like they're able to have like a couple blue open, so like remand's not what it used to be. I'll try this. Yeah. Like the bolts I like is a couple just to be able to like keep the aggression down was my thought. Like, 1 or 2, but it might be that that's just totally ridiculous. Like us not having any graveyard hate really. Ooh, hello. Wish is nice. Yeah, I guess I keep these both. Go ahead. Focus on trying to combo. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I'm on the, like, I like to try to combo against them, but I was just trying to think, like, because they board in a fair amount of counter magic. I think, like, 5 or 6 might be what I might be, like, thinking a little bit on that for the flusters, and then the bolts, yeah, like, just kind of keeping stuff a bit off kilter since all that, matters, but, yeah. But no, like, that is, like, definitely the way to really look at it. Like I'm trying to incorporate like kind of the survival mindset from Lotus a little bit here. Okay. I do want to draw that. The reason I want Wish here is over no Wish is the fact that if we end up in a situation where like I can do this gift stuff on their stuff where they like counter things, like if they tap out, I can machine gun their whole board with the Shattering Spree that's in my sideboard. That's my thought process. So just gonna wait here. Oh yeah, like they're doing that. Oh yeah, the match. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, they're not pressuring us. Okay. The reason I cycled there is I really want to make my 4th land drop, and I have nothing that really needs the kind of mana there. So basically, the only way is if I draw exactly a bear, and even there, it's like our bears can be countered by whatchamacallit. I'm gonna do a big thing this turn since I drew this. Um, uh, Mystical Dispute as well. I anticipate that they have like a couple of those to board in addition to the rebukes because they're so good against like 1 or 2. So extra stuff. This kind of nice. Strike it rich here. So now we have 2 more mana. That actually did a lot of work there. Like when we have grindy games, it's definitely feeling like the Strike it rich almost performs the function of a bear. So this might be ingenious. Like if Strike it rich is insane in this deck, like I am the happiest person ever because I love Strike it rich, and I'm probably going to start really trying with that if it's gonna let me do stuff. Oh, okay. Equip. Nice metallic rebuke. Let's see. If I draw a bear this turn, we win. Win the game. Thank you, deck. We will do a barrel roll, as it were. All right. Hard mode engaged. So, I don't know if you're still here, JS, but like for everyone also, we have Pinpoint Graveyard Hate, and they have a counter spell. I want to win with my graveyard. I have the urge to win with my graveyard. How do I do that? All right, let's see if we can kill this person with our graveyard. Bazaar, a big part of it. Oh, is removal. All right. This is the fourth one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Tap. Bluster. Target. This is the fourth spell, so I'll have 3 of them. So target here. I get 3 of these. So I'm doing the trick. So we have 3 Fluster copies, and then I have my original here. So this one, I will target, same target. Then this one here is going to target this Flusterstorm. Or actually, no, this one's going to target this Fluster. Right? Oh, no, I screwed this up. So the first one here should have been targeting the second Fluster. Then the second Fluster should target the third. Third should target the original. All right, yeah, we'll still get yeah, I'll target this. And then this last one here can target share the dismember. First one resolves. Starting dismember. This one's going to target that. I'll get to draw 2 cards. But yeah, what it should have been is I think I get to draw 3 cards. I screwed that up a little. Yeah, we're doing the super loot. This is like on a lower storm count, but like this is kind of the concept behind it. First loot. You want to draw a card and discard a card. Yes. This resolves. Targeting there. No, I would not like to pay 1. No. Yes, I would like to loot. Discard. Red. So now what I can do is go cast, splice, do that. So now I have 6 red in my pool. Storm count is at 5. So I have 2 options. I'm not pausing out of not knowing what to do. I'm just trying to think like how I can give you all the most information out of all of this as humanly possible. So here also, if I just like cast my Desperate, so if I cast Gifts Ungiven here, or if I cast Desperate Ritual, so I go to 8, 9, 10 mana, then use 3 of it, go to 7, cast Gifts, target them, grabbing Wish, Grape Shot. Oh no, I can do this even cooler. We're gonna do the super fun, right? Let me see the sideboard. I have a Piff in there. Cool. Rit. Wish. Cast Piff. So I like the reason I'm doing this is like not as much like, you know, I'm not just trying to style them or anything. I really want to show this off. So this is kind of the common sequence, like how it used to be. You know, they'd use some form of pinpoint, say a Sacred Relic, whatever. Even before Wish. Back for blue here. Cast Gifts. Get Morphos. Desperate. Pyretic. Grape Shot. Give it to my opponent. Then in response, still with this is all still with Piff on the stack. Piff can resolve. So now these already have flashback. Cool. Cast Gifts. Grab all the stuff. And they're dead. Got them. 3 and 1. All right, let's see if we can get that 4-1. Yeah, there's so much stuff here in our deck that's an instant speed. Like, that's key. Keep this. Like, it is interesting how many cards are instants. Like, kind of one thing that's really cool, too. It's, like, comparing this to, like, if you actually think, like, in Pioneer, how Lotus Field, you notice, like, basically everything's a sorcery except for Impulse. So it's like, oh yeah, the power level differential from instant to sorcery. Like, yeah, Wizards learned to not give us all that stuff. Yeah. What's my opinion on Aria? I'm not the biggest fan currently of Aria of Flame. In our deck. Just because there's just so many more answers to the card now. Like, it used to be so much better than it is now, just because, like, you know, like, there's leyline bindings all over the place, more Teferis, like, stuff like that. Just ways to interact with the card, like getting it off the battlefield that are more incidental than it used to be. In a lot of matchups, you'd kind of want it. So, then, like, that's, like, one thing that, like, used to be the best, like, graveyard hate dodger, but, had to change it up a little bit since. All right. Are we getting iced? Is this the Rhinoceri? Show me your ice. I accept. I will cast Strike It Rich. This card right now single-handedly giving us an opportunity to win the game. Oh, bizarre. Answer on which one exactly? Oh, Storm Drop Off. Like, mostly like printings. Like, MH1, MH2 didn't give us much. Other decks just got better. So, like, we've not really been able to keep up with the Joneses, as it were. Why do I like Strike It Rich? I just like trying it out in this list. I've seen, like, you know, a few people have, like, done well, like, you know, had some Pipos published and stuff on leagues with Strike It Rich. I've been a massive fan of the card in Gruul Storm, so trying it out here over Fire Ice. So instead of the interactive element, kind of adding that speed. So then again, like, it pushes us a little bit less reliant on our bears surviving, you know, giving us that extra mana, so you don't even have to expend a ritual. Can, like, use lightning rods pretty well. All right. Don't have the one card. All right. Untapped land. Unfortunate. Electabuzz. Cool. Blue, blue. Gifts. Target you. Sweet. Piff. Morphos. Desperate. Pyretic. Pyretic, Desperate, Morphos. Fast Flames, done. Both Ignite and Galvanic? Yeah. It's sweet. Like, Galvanic has actually been, like, really nice for our version. Like, I like, the situations I've wanted it, and it's also usually, like, I don't want it if I'm not wishing for it. So, like, I haven't been also really wanting Galvanic's main and stuff, or, like, to board more of them as much. And, of course, there's some, like, more corner cases, but, like, as an overall feel. So that's also been a really cool part, is that we get that for, like, really minimal cost. For our build here. So we're just on the standard issue. We've given them a lot of opportunities to like just wreck us with force negation. So I'm hoping that not part of the dealio. Opponent might be trying to think if there's a way out if they don't have interaction. They've not played against our dinosaur deck before. Been a minute since this deck was popular. This one? Okay. Crit. Crit. I assume they have nothing. They just want to see us do it. Like, because there were a lot of like really good choke points where we just couldn't do anything. Also maintain this blue up for remand purposes of like who knows what happens. Yes. Heretic. Morphos. Actually, yeah. All right. I'm convinced they have nothing. Bottom. Blue, blue. Now I'm just going to go grab the grape shot and stuff. I'm just not showing them wish on purpose. Like, they probably assume we have it, but, just doing this. So, if, if we have to end up doing something, so be it, but why can't we? We could. It's definitely not an intrinsically incorrect thing to do. Like, since I have like the wish board, I wanted to maximize like wish targets for this. Like, again, I'm not trying to like claim this as like I'm in the let's see how these kind of new things work out type deal. All right, cool, we got them. But yeah, like the Gigantha on the board is definitely a real thing that I'm giving up just to like have more of these targets in there. But something that probably in the when we hit the end, it'll probably be back in there because it's so nice to just have free extra cards, especially even against like Liliana, stuff like that. Like when we want to grind, so it does have some value. All right, so we're up against rhinos. I like the card Flusterstorm. Gonna board out 2 gifts and a piff, so we still have these 6 payoffs. Seems good to me. Keeping in all the bears. Just because we kind of want to go fast. Like, I could shave 1 copy, but I don't really want to leave in much more. They're going to have 4 endurance. So, I just minimized the graveyard. Gigantha sideboard before? Oh, no, yeah, I mean... Well, 10 matches is a small sample size, though. Like for myself, playing Gigantha on the board of this would be like... Yeah, I'd assume it'd come up like, like maybe once a tournament or something. At most. I think I'm mulligan this. This is just like so bad. Keep. Huh. I'm gonna put a ritual on bottom. I want to have 2 of these creatures. I said, oh no, that'll be. Yeah. You have successfully suspended Crashing Footfalls, opponent. Serum. Do I want Morphos is the question. No, I do not. Go. Yeah. Oh, I forget. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, like, yeah, the some of the random matchups it can be. Like it's super funny when it's like, yeah, like playing companions in decks that don't really get to use them. It's like when it comes up, it always leads to some sweet stories. Yeah. All right, what you doing, opponent? We're drawing a land next turn. So the reason that I didn't want the Morphos is since we're drawing we don't have a land underneath. The double Electromancer brawl here is kind of awkward. So now kind of paying the price for not keeping the second writ, but I'm still fine with this. All right, tap my land, that's fine. I accept. I will play my Fiery Islet. Are we casting something? What are we doing, opponent? I wonder if they're thinking what they want to do, I guess. Not sure. Untapped land, please. Would be the perfect top deck. Maybe they're debating on casting Agent or not. Not sure. Am I holding up Consider? Who knows? Yeah. We'll see what they do. Okay. 3. Ah, it was a Violent of Wind to cast. Because this to me says they don't have Force of Negation. Reason? If they had Force of Negation, they would snap cast it on my turn. Because then it's like, well, you can deal with the remand. Because that's why they tap. Like, that's like the advantage of tapping there. I'm not saying they wouldn't do it otherwise, but like, that's like one of the big upsides. Thank you, Flusterstorm. This card's been doing work for us. All right, untap land, please. Never. They have 4 cards. All right, I'm just gonna play Baral, ship it. Like, since I have the second creature, also the 3rd toughness on Baral is why I'm playing this first, because of Boom Bust. Another reason I might want to board out an Electromancer as well. They don't really have bolts for Baral. Yeah, like Flusterstorm in our deck, like I've played with it off and on, like even like after MH1, like it's been like one of the cards to cast, like have in the board at times. But yeah, it's been real powerful now. Oh, Hinner, if you do !current deck, usually you can find that. But actually, like I need to update Stream Decker. But I did post on my Twitter the thumbnail of the deck list. You can put things into play. I don't care. Oh, okay. Bounce it. That's fine. Bouncing, I don't mind. How many whatchamacallits are on this? Only one? Okay. Draw untapped land. What is this? Oh, okay. I was like, okay. Untapped land, please. Yes. Your turn. So they could use a counter on this. Don't mind. Since I was also thinking they might be able to counter the Baral if I cast it on my turn anyway. So it's like, well, if they don't have it, this might just be like the best way to buy time. And I also don't just like make my Baral LOL like easy to get got by Fury since they don't have the counter the force negation from earlier. So like likelihood of that randomly being there, very non-zero. We was it? Yeah. I try to keep the Stream Decker, like today it's just unfortunately I forgot to update, but usually I do try to keep that update now on too, but I also post my lists on Twitter as well, so for a good fallback. So yeah, they suspend again, like that's fine. Like I'm just trying not to die, and if I can get like 4 or 5 lands total into play, like sweet. And like their deck doesn't really produce that much power that quickly if it's not rhinos. Small thing there. So we usually get to like have a turn or so to figure it out. Oh, okay, Brazen Borrower. Sure. Good card. Counter it. There's the Mystical Dispute. Thank you. Your turn. So basically now if they tap out, that'd be great. Like us again here, as you see, like us not being able to keep on land drops is the like if we hit our 4th land drop at some point, like last turn, would have changed the entire game. But so yeah, the big important. Strike it rich. Is it good? Well, that's what we're playing games to find out. So far this league, it's been nice. What's this? That's terrifying. Are we getting iced? No. Ritual? Like what costs 2? And all these being painful kind of sucks. One. You have another one? You do not. Your turn. If they fire ice it, I'll be very skeptical of our opponent not knowing what our hand is. Oh, nope, they bounced it. Okay. That was a good play on their part. Yeah, I was not expecting Brazen Borrower. So if I was expecting Brazen Borrower, what I would have done instead, if I like had hard red, I'd probably Desperate Writ first, and then cast the Electromancer with 2 up, so I could Writ. Then also in response Morphos, they only bounce it. Then I could recast the Electromancer, draw a card, and if we hit an untapped land, we could just like win from there maybe. Yeah, like, pretty good. What are you doing, opponent? Drawing a card? Okay. Just put a bunch of power into play. Please put power into play. I'm at 3. Sure. What's this? Oh, okay. That's fine. All right. If they don't have a counterspell, we can win. Because I go step 1, 2. Ow, I go to 2. Red. Cast. Please don't have anything. You know what I'm doing. Electromancer. Desperate. What do you have? Is yep, dead gone. Blue red. All right, deck. I'm counting on you. So let's see. What do I need to do? So if I add blue red and I hit, does it help me? They're at 8, right? So if I make blue red and I hit Bluster or Remand, that's good. And then I would have 4 red to play with, and I could so that'd be Storm 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they'd be dead. So I don't need Gifts Ungiven. Therefore, I can just do this. Yeah. Blue, because Ritual now also kills them. Blue, red. That's also a thing. That also kills them. my debate was blue red or blue blue because I was like, wait, do I want to cast anything? And then it was like their life total. Yeah, they're dead. Storm 6, Electabuzz. Storm 7, use 2 of my mana. Cast Wish. Storm 8, Grape Shot. You. Also, throughout all of this, notice that I played around Endurance mostly the whole time. Like, granted, here at one card we don't have to worry about it, but it's like we were never focusing on our game plan. Like, and by playing around, I mean I was never trying to make the plan about going into the graveyard or else type deal. So we got to 4-1, and also like we only lost to Infect, where our deck like just failed to do much in the first 4 turns. 2 out of 3 games we got there, so I would say that was a resounding success. Similarly with our earlier league, if you want to check that out, also that one I'll believe be the first one to be posted to YouTube as well. Where I played Pioneer Hidden Strings. We went 2-3, but should have been 3-2. One match accidentally timed out, but hopefully you can learn a lot from that as well. I love that deck. I'm also going to keep trying out the Fae of Wishes in it as well. Still not sold on, again, with that. So let me just go over here with, especially for all of you watching on YouTube right now, for Gift Storm. All right. Initial assessment. Strike It Rich did a lot of work that league. Granted, it is only 5 matches. So with it, I did miss, like, again, like we did get a little bit punished, I guess, in the again, the one match we lost against in fact, because like, normally those are fire ices in my builds. So like, as far as like an interactive element, so like having like that card, I really like that card. So maybe we would have been able to get there. But I mean, even otherwise, like we saw Strike It Rich actually did a lot of work in a lot of matches. Didn't miss the fire ice too much. Again, still small sample size, but I definitely could feel that it felt into the deck a lot better than I'd have anticipated, and I'm not going to claim any original credit here. So pretty cool there. As far as changes to the main deck, I don't know of any I would make at the moment. Mainly because I still want to keep going with it. I would say that unless you just specifically hate fetch lands for some just reason, play fetches in this deck. This deck should not be fetchless if you want to hyper optimize with the Underworld Breach, since also like multiple times as we saw in this league, we did want to Wish for Breach. It did some work. So it coming up that for mana concerns, the difference, since we even had access to both, is not so it's not like, oh, like this is just either one of these is just hyper superfluous like right off the bat. So I do like that idea. So I do want to run like just kind of it would still be like an 18 land fetch base with an Otawara in there, I think is the way to go. So, but again, it's fetchless. So I always love my fetchless stuff. But again, that's just again, I would highly recommend fetch lands because of how good the Wish for Breach is. An idea there. We also noticed that this Wish is really good at avoiding graveyards. So you'll notice like how little we seem to like need the graveyard at a lot of points compared to Gruul Breach as well. So another small thing. So it's like, that's like a nice strength we have. I'm not trying to do it in a, is Gruul better, Gifts better type comparison, but like kind of, I'm just trying to, like a lot of stuff with Gifts, it's the, am I just trying to play something where I'm just playing a strictly worse version of Gruul? And those being kind of strengths there means like, it's not just strictly worse, even if it ends up being maybe it's stronger or whatever, but that's kind of my idea. Oh, pick it back up? Yeah. I mean, Taxes is sweet, but I don't blame you. But yeah, like I'm going to keep kind of playing around with this. Of course, Gigantha, another thing that can definitely be in the board. Again, here, I'm just trying to maximize the amount of just things I want to wish for. Like I'm still learning a bit, in this new environment with it, especially now with Strike It Rich. Again, we saw Flusters and Bolts. Like it's really nice having 3 of each of these to board in, especially now that we have less interactive pieces. I don't really want to go below 3 Bolt for going to creature matchups, stuff like that. a little bit. But yeah, don't know. Yeah, with fetches, yeah, feeling kind of started. I know I'll try to do like some optimized stuff this week as well with this. Barring other stuff coming up, but fetch version, yeah, I would just like add fetches to this mana base, like state blue red, just like a standard issue mana base. Like let me pull up here fetch storm. So like if you want 18 lands, like of course you can take out the breeding pool here, add out Awara, and kind of you can like take out a breeding pool here, add out Awara, kind of call it a day with this type of mana base for blue red. You want like 6 to 7 fetches, especially because if you're running the 1 Underworld Breach. But that's a green splash version. Could also be like that might be great too. But to start out like with blue red and strike it rich. Yeah. Also another thing that I do want to just mention this. Considering even though this is like blue red where I'm still just trying to like get everything about it so I can like explain as much as possible to you guys or you all. I'll just over time while I'm like really remastering stuff in the current environment. Is it might be that splashes are also easier, again, thanks to Strike It Rich and Treasure. So that's another area that's kind of like to definitely keep in mind. So also if you're like, inspired to like, play with this Strike It Rich version as well, like other stuff that, I haven't gotten to yet. So, definitely this would be awesome. So thank you all so much for tuning in here. Let us first see who to send a raid to. We need to keep the love going. Come on, computer. I believe in you. Load the Twitch website. Who all is on? Ooh. Perfect for everyone looking to learn. Jarvis U is on right now with trying to learn a bunch of cool matchups against Pioneer Green ramp. So that sounds really cool. Yeah, I'll send all the love over to Jarvis.